Hi everybody. Today I'll just be going over my settings, especially my keybinds, but I thought I might as well just go over all my settings in general. Just kind of explain to you guys why I have those settings and so on and so forth. Okay, let's get started. So here I obviously have full screen, 1080p, and I have 240 FPS. I would always recommend capping your FPS. It's always gonna save you some CPU. Obviously, depending on your computer, you might want to set this lower. I don't know. Yeah, I just have it at 240 FPS, but I could also set it lower because my computer rarely reaches 240 FPS. Like right now, right now it reaches 240 FPS sometimes, but like, I'm literally almost doing nothing. So yeah. Yeah. So here I have pretty much everything on default. I used to play in colorblind mode. I'm not colorblind, but I just like the look of it sometimes. But I don't play it on it right now because I don't want to. Yeah. For graphics, I play on custom. I play on 70 3D resolution because like you don't need 100%. I mean, the game looks just fine and just as well with on 70% as it does on 100%. All it does is give you more FPS essentially. I mean, sure, some things might not look as nice, but I mean, really, in the 1v1, you will complain more about dropping too much FPS than things looking a bit off point. Really. Yeah, and I mean, I see everything perfectly, so yeah, that's why I have it at 70%. I have everything on low, like textures I have on medium, so it doesn't look completely bad, but everything on low and off. Okay, so here for advanced graphics, I have VSync off and motion blur off. I have show FPS on, and then I'm currently on DirectX 12. Yeah, it works almost perfectly fine. Along with multi-threaded rendering, I have that on. If you have, for example, a really good processor, but only have like 3 or 4 cores, which are, I wouldn't recommend it because maybe then you don't take the full advantage of your computer. But like I have a Ryzen 7 2700 in which I have like 8 cores, in which each core has a lot of power. So I have multi-threaded rendering, so that all the cores, like all the threads, can be accounted for, so that all the threads together can cause a really nice gameplay. And I use GPU. Crashing debugging. I don't even know what this does, but like apparently it's supposed to solve some GPU issues. Although I've had a lot of them, I don't know. I just have it on because why not, right? Okay, so here, right, English, right, auto, right, then toggle sprint I have off. Then sprint by default, I would highly recommend turning this on. We're gonna get into this more in just a second. But I would really highly recommend turning this bad boy on because, like, A, it's gonna save you from pressing a button all the time, and second of all, that button can then be used for another keybind. Yeah. So, sprint cancels reloading. I don't know why you would ever have that on, but you do you. Auto open doors, probably one of the most underrated settings you could possibly have enabled. I love this setting. Really, I just love it. Yeah. It's just super helpful. Multi-swap pickup, I have this off. Some of this on, some of this off. There's like really no right or wrong decision here, but I prefer it off. Toggle targeting off. Mark danger when targeting. I have this on so that I could just quickly do that. Auto pickup weapons. Also next to auto open doors, probably one of the most underrated settings one could possibly have on. By the way, guys, I don't know how it is on console. I don't know how many settings you have there. It's just the PC version of Fortnite. I don't know what you guys have on console. Yeah. Yes, it's just super helpful. Auto sort consumables to right. Obviously, don't do this if you have your consumables on the left or in the middle, like some people do, which is respectable. But I have them all on the right. That's why I just put them there, so I don't have to manually put them to the right, which is really nice. Reset building choice. If it's off, yeah. Dual building obviously on for obvious reasons. Confirm edit on release is just faster editing. Period. Right? I mean, if you really feel uncomfortable with it, turn it off. In my experience, it's gonna make you a faster editor. Yeah. Contextual tips. I have this on, but I could also just turn this off. So here, I don't really mess with these. It's just like this thing is just very important. So yeah, if you want to scroll wheel to use something, then you have to have this enabled. You just have to. Is it to delete in creative mode? I just have like I think this is even the default settings, but yeah. Replays, I have all of this off because I mean replays are nice, but I mean realistically seen, how many of you guys really watch your replays? I mean, if you really watch your replays, have this on obviously, but I never watch my replays, and that's why it's just gonna save me CPU and give me more FPS. So that's why I turn it off. Yeah. So here I just have everything on except for this because I don't care. That's literally the entire reason. So here's my XMY sensitivity. I have not messed with these in months, so they just work for me. Maybe they don't work for you. You can copy them. I don't necessarily give a damn, but yeah, they just work for me. The controller, we don't have to talk over this because I'm not a controller. Here, I talk about this a lot in my how to speak with teammates on the PC. So like, for my German audience, you guys already know all these settings. I'll just quickly go over them quickly in English. I'm not going to go over them too much because I've already done like 5 videos on them. Sure, all in German, but I've already done 5 videos on them. Music 0%, I just don't like the music. If you like the music, turn it on, you know. Sound effects, same thing, but I would recommend having sound effects on. Dialogue, there's no right or wrong here. Cinematics, I mean, I would recommend turning this on, but like, there's no official right or wrong here. Voice chat, that depends on whether or not you want to have voice chat. If you want to have voice chat, then I might recommend not turning this to 0%, but that's up to you. Sound quality, high, and there was there was a theory at the beginning of chapter 2 that setting this to low would increase FPS, but this has been proven to be false, so I would just set it to high. But if it helps you, set it to low. It doesn't really make a difference in the first place. So yeah, 3D headphones essentially just makes sure that you can actually properly hear some stuff, so that you can actually hear where the heck people are, so that it doesn't, it's like when a person is 20 meters or 500 meters away from you, that doesn't sound the same, because that was a huge issue in chapter 1, that everything just sounded the same regardless of where the opponent was. They fixed that with 3D headphones, although I do have 7.1 Dolby surround sound thingy on my headphones, which I also use. So I have like dual surround sound. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of weird at first, but it's super nice, really. Background audio I have off. Yeah, I don't really mess with these too much. Yeah, voice chat. This is just your inputs and outputs. This is like so yeah, you just gotta make sure that you have your right device selected here. Exactly. For keybinds, here's gonna get a little bit more complicated. So WASD, yeah. Jump, spacebar, yeah. Sprint, this would usually be left shift. However, as we said before, I have auto run on, so therefore I don't have to use sprint anymore because I'm sprinting anyway. Yeah. So auto run, I have equals because I literally never use auto run. Crouch, I have left control. Yeah. Yeah, it's just easier for me to use, and yeah, I mean, put it wherever you want to. Fire target reload is all default. Use is mouse wheel up, right? Use is mouse wheel up, which we discussed earlier with the interact thingy. You have to turn it on to use mouse wheel. Probably one of the best things that has ever happened to PC. Like the mouse wheel to do stuff is just so great. Yeah. Then I have these things on 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah, I can just touch it I can just reach it really well on my keyboard. Then weapon slot 5 I have as F because I cannot reach 6. Exactly. So then for building, I have a crouch while building, just left control again, the same as crouch, right? Wall, I have thumb mouse button 2, which is this button right here. And then for floor, I just have E, yeah. Stairs, I have the other mouse button, which is not this one, but this one. For roof, I have V. I can just really easily touch it with my thumb. It's really nice. Left shift, just, you know, with my pinky, it's really nice. Place building, well, yeah. Repair upgrades, I have that on Z or Z, whatever. This one I don't use too much, so I just put it on Z. A keypad that I don't like too much personally, but it was just, you know, laying there unused. I thought might as well. Rotate building, I have middle mouse button. Yeah, it's just easy to use. Change building material, I have the right mouse button. It's probably one of the best things I've ever switched to. Like I don't, while I'm building, I don't use my right mouse button for literally anything else. I might as well not put it on change building material and make life easy. Build edits I have on Q and on mouse wheel down. Right, this is really helpful. Like just Q everything. Like I can reach Q really well, and this thing is super important. That's how we're gonna get into in just a second. Couch while editing, I've just left control again. Click building edits, yeah, left mouse button, right, and then reset building edits. I have a right mouse button, right, but also as a secondary keybind, I have a mouse wheel down. So that means whenever I reset something, I just have to basically scroll my wheel down and it's resetted. Boom, it's done, right? It's like it's 0.32 seconds or something like that. It's super nice. I would highly recommend it for anybody switching to mouse and keyboard to use this function. Then communication, I have G, B. Yeah, just my keybinds. I don't really have a specific reason why I use these keybinds. I just, I just had these keybinds lying around and I thought, why not use them, right? Emote, I have Y, right? I don't emote that much, and even if I do, like, I have Y, like, I know where it is, right? Muscle memory, so, yeah. Here, I did not change anything but toggle inventory. I have this on tap. Like, I is just super, like, I don't even know how people use I for their inventory. It's just super far away. You need to use your inventory literally all the time. So yeah, I just have it on tap so I can use that quickly. Other than that, literally the rest of my settings are all default settings. I did not change any of these. Yeah, controller doesn't really matter because I don't play a controller in the first place. And yeah, so yes, that were my settings. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If yes, then be sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already, and turn notifications on. As a reminder for you guys, 1,000 subs is the goal. After that, custom games, supported creator code, patch notes, and all that good stuff. It's gonna be really nice. Yeah, so just like maybe subscribe to the channel. But yeah, guys, that was it with this video. Yeah, hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, morning, whatever, just day. And hope to see you guys in a new video, live stream, or whatever. Bye.